Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue exploring from the look, the shape of Chinese characters, the meaning. And this week, finally, we kind of upgraded from just horizontal vertical lines to boxy lines to more complicated shapes. And today's character, if you learn Chinese a little bit, it's probably one of the first few characters you would encounter because this is aqua, water in Chinese, pronounced as shuǐ. So shuǐ, just from the look of it, it has a middle line with a hook at the bottom. But then on the two sides, it's kind of, Chinese has specific stroke names that I don't even remember what. But here we can see it's not straight line anymore. We have a twist and turn of the plot, and we have non-linear shapes here. So this almost is like a stereotype breaker of, okay, Chinese is a box thing, it's straight lines full of so many complicated lines. No, we have twists and turns in there. And you may wonder, like, why water has twists and turns? Okay. As a tradition, the middle one is simplified Chinese, the simplest version of Chinese so far. And then this middle one is traditional Chinese. Traditional because it's kind of a continuation of a historical artifact of how like after the standardization of Chinese from the garden variety, one is government certified as the standard, or dictionary compilers commissioned by the government, standardized version. Then that's the continuation of that. And sometimes, especially at the beginning, if we see this one, the simplified and traditional, looks the same, that means this character is basically too simple to further simplify. But if you look at 2,000 years ago, roughly, dictionary from 说文解字, okay, I can feel my pronunciation shift when I'm switching language. This you can see, this is the origin of how water was depicted. This is the original picture of water. And it's kind of different from the water we are familiar with in our contemporary urban, domesticated, convenient, comfort life from our taps or shower hose or garden hose, from some sort of tube that's kind of piped in to our life, to our living space. This is water running wild in nature, which was the original form of water. That's where they natural habitat of water. And the depiction of water in nature is what we got here. And you can see the original have the middle stream continuation. It's kind of a reversed. Well, if we rotate negative 90 degree, it's a slightly like a sine wave, right? So it's from top left corner, like a sine wave like this, going down that way. The middle stream is continued stream versus on the two sides, it's broken. So something is blocking the stream, which is like more realistic or more details than almost necessary. Well, water running wild in nature would have the two sides that's closer to the banks, more likely to get interrupted by the surface objects, logs, stones, or it could be on the side is shallower and there is a counter stream at the bottom. So the direction of the river may actually go both ways, depends on which level you're looking at, versus the middle is gravity pulled, non-obstructed continuation of one stream. So that's Chinese observation of how water run in nature. All right, 水 phrases 3. 高山流水 is one of my favorite ancient Chinese classical music piece title. It's probably, well, one of my favorites, but also one of the most known because there is almost like a bromance story attached to it that the Chinese zither player, which I guess in ancient times probably 5-string, contemporary 7-string, called the qin. Actually, I have one hanging on my wall. I forgot to bring out ahead of time. But this instrument was hard to play. It's hard to hear almost. It doesn't resonate like guitar or even less than piano. So it's kind of a subtle instrument with only 7 strings. And a lot of them involves the sliding of pitch bending, sliding. It's imitation of human voice. And so the subtle music may hard to understand. It's not like danceable at all. It's a counter. It's anti-danceable. And so the bromance story is about this instrument, this qin player play this 高山流水. That's the piece. High mountains and flowing water. So immediately we have this scenic picture in front of us. And that's the environment and also the subject where the player played this piece. And it's basically music imitating nature, but also it reflects our humanity in nature. And some random person passing by, and this random person looks like uncultured. It's a working class, well, ancient working class. That means that person may not be literate even, just work with hands. And that person get it. That person understand the emotions, even if it's nonverbal expression from the artist. So they hit it off. I don't know exactly what type of bromance eventually evolved, but this player stopped playing once his one and only kind of a music soulmate passed away. This player stopped playing. So that's the legend has it. That's this piece. 高山流水. 水深火热. Now, instead of a pair water with mountain, which is a beautiful picture in front of us, we have water, 水深, water deep, 火热, fire, hot. Okay, this is something that's, I guess, Chinese sometimes almost use language to depict something that's obvious, like you don't really need to say it, right? Water almost naturally be deep, especially we're talking about water, not the tap water, but water running in nature. It can get deep at some places at least. And hot, the fire gotta be by default hot, right? Like why you state the obvious? Well, 水深火热 actually is a set phrase that's more like a contemporary expression. It's a propaganda code word, most often used by Chinese propaganda describing the horrible lives in America. So if you look at newspapers published in China, I don't know, even in recent years, 水深火热 is often the default code word for how American people are living their unfortunate life, so that the poor in Chinese don't feel so bad about themselves. It's like across the ocean, the other side is not doing that good either. It's water deep trouble and hot, like a fire kind of environment. All right. 肥水有水. Even if both of them got water in it. The pairing, 肥, fat water. Okay. Fat water, almost like a bonus or side hustle or even like bribery. It's like not your natural default income of revenue, but it's fat water. It's higher risk but higher profitability. That's 肥水. And 油水, okay. I guess I have to define this more clearly. 油水 means oil water. So now you think, okay, fat and oil, they're kind of similar, right? But when it used in different contexts, it has a slight difference. 油水 is more like you're seeking out the illegal payment, almost like a rev share. Like if you introduce somebody to network somebody to a business opportunity, and then you like get commission for that, but it's more like under the table sort of commission. It could be legal or illegal, but in my understanding, the connotation is most likely it's under the table transaction. That's 油水, versus 肥水, simply like more profitable. And we have the expression 肥水不流外人田. There is this insider-outsider perspective of if you want to have a good, profitable, good jobs, say, good revenue of income, you want to let people close to you know about it. You don't share that resources or information with outsiders. That's 肥水. So here we go. Water running wild in nature, which is its original form. Thank you for your time. See you another day.